Bridget, it'll be you.
And microphones. Go with the microphones, right? So that you guys can all hear and we don't lose our voices. Okay. I'm Bridget Maniaci. I'm the current alder. I have had a very active term the last 2 years. A lot of the issues that I've focused on have to do with the parks, with housing, and with infrastructure for the neighborhood, a lot having to do with bicycling and public transportation. So I really have enjoyed the last 2 years. Some of you were here 2 years ago. There were were there 4 or 5? There were 4 participants on the stage, let's put it that way. I came to the table 2 years ago and said, I want to be an alder who really works on issues for the neighborhood. That's what's really important for me. I'm proud to say that after 2 years, I am so proud of my record. We're getting, Monday they're breaking ground on the new Tenney Park shelter, which has been in the works for a number of years. We have received major investment in Stevens Field and in James Madison Park. We have seen new 83 units of affordable housing on the 600 block of Johnson Street. That's one of 17 green-built standard multi-use, multi-family properties in the country. I want to continue doing this. I want to represent you. This is why I'm here. I get really geeked out on the city policy, and I really want to find out what my neighborhood wants me to do. Coming up in the next 2 years, we have East Washington Avenue on the corridor. I've been very involved in City Hall, getting the pieces put in place on that. We have the 2014 Johnson Street reconstruct happening. There's been a number of meetings starting to happen. We have $300,000 this year in the budget for planning grants. And I would just like to continue working hard. We're sitting here in Tenney-Lapham. If you look at how this district really stretches, you have Langdon Street, you have James Madison Park, you have Mansion Hill, you have Sherman Terrace. It really runs the gauntlet in neighborhoods and demographics. I think I've worked very hard in each of those neighborhoods. I really would love for your support. My website is bridgetformadison.com. Some of my notable endorsements are the Democratic Party of Dane County, Senators Fred Risser and Mark Miller. I have a whole host of alders, a number of residents of the district, and a number of notable city residents. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
And Mr. Stevenson, your introduction.
Hello. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I gotta get the right distance here. I just want to thank you all for coming. This is really fantastic. I was a little worried at first, but it seems like people are really trickling in, and it's stuff like this that I think really embodies some of the best aspects of this neighborhood and the level of engagement and attention that residents pay to things going on around them. My name is Sam Stevenson, and I'm currently a master's student in public health over at the university. I graduated from the UW in 2009 with a degree in history and political science, and I've been an activist all of my life, starting in high school when we were trying to get military recruiters out of our cafeteria, and continuing to work on anti-war issues after I graduated. I worked on LGBT civil rights issues from 2006, and more recently with some of my work on the Shared Governance Committee of the Associated Students of Madison. I worked on a lot of labor issues over the years in solidarity with ASME Locals 171 and 60, and I've also worked hard on immigrants' rights campaigns in Dane County. And I think that all of these experiences have really, given me the tools and the know-how to help organize the community and keep our community as engaged as it is, and to get the new people that come into the community more engaged, and the people right now that feel a little bit left out more engaged and educated about city issues. I think that that's the only way that we're going to be able to implement some of the objectives that have been laid out in things like the Tenney-Lapham neighborhood plan right here. I think that it's also very important that in a district like the second, which really anchors some of the best attributes that are associated with the city of Madison, including our historic neighborhoods, our quiet, walkable streets that are attached to these neighborhoods, the level of community activism that we have on the northeast side of the Isthmus, as well as the dedication to progressive values that really tie this part of Madison together. I think because of all of that, it's important that we have a representative representing the 2nd District that embodies those values. It's able to advocate for their neighbors and city residents first and foremost about the interests of lobbyists, developers, and other political interests that may exist outside of the district, and also provide leadership on the progressive issues, social and economic justice issues that affect the entire city and make Madison the great place that it is to live. I only have 30 seconds left, so I can't tell you all of my endorsements, but I can say that I wouldn't be running in this race right now if I didn't feel as if there were improvements to be made in representation in the 2nd District. I think that there's a lot of issues that we're going to have to deal with in the next couple of years. I think because of the budget cuts, it's going to be really important that we have not just a principal representative from the 2nd District, but across the city to make sure that we weather the storm in terms of the financial crisis in the city as best as possible and not lose any of the fundamental, the great things that we have in the city of Madison. Thanks.